Hey, y'all. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm going to make sure that we don't have an echo or anything. But what's up, y'all? I missed y'all last night for date night, but I hope that you all joined us yesterday over at Katrina's. We had a great time. It was really, really fun. And we celebrated her getting 100,000 YouTube subscribers, which is pretty amazing. So, if you don't know Katrina, she is Katrina's Graceful Creations. And thanks for celebrating. For those of you who are able to celebrate with us, thank you so much for celebrating with us. I'm just picking out a few remaining flock dots, but thank you so much for celebrating with us. Let's see who's here. Tonight, we are going to walk through uploading one of my designs and also how to layer that design, how to make sure it's sized correctly, whether it's in Cricut or any other design software. We're also going to be, hold on a second. This is going off. Hold on, y'all. All right, I'm back. So we are going to pull in the design. We're also going to separate it so that you guys can see how it should be cut. All right, and so the design that we're going to actually kind of work with today is this design, just so that we can make sure that it is cutting as it should. All right, so if you like the designs that I sell, please know that there's several different steps to getting those cut. And it does require like just layering it and making sure that you have it sized correctly at times and that sort of thing. If you are new to rhinestoning, I hate to say this, but my designs are not for you if you're brand new to rhinestoning, or if you don't really, if you're just starting out with crafting and you're just getting into these sort of things, whether it's with rhinestones or vinyl. My designs have a lot of layering to them. So if you are very new to this, then I would definitely suggest starting out with something that, or with designs that are a little bit easier to do. And also head over to thebabiesbooty.com. She will be having a beginner's rhinestone class coming up in a few weeks. And also, if you are into rhinestones already and you want to know how to design, tomorrow we will be having a Bling Up class for rhinestone designs. And we will be using Silhouette Studio, the business edition. So if you want to participate in that, I would totally recommend signing up for that class. We will be going through the process of designing. So that's it. I'm just getting out some more of these dots, but let me say hey to everybody. Ooh, you guys are here early. Hey, Dempsey Boo. How are you? How is your night at work going? Let me know. Also, y'all, my designs don't have a lot of space in them. So it is very important in between each of the holes. I do that because that's how most designs that I make are designs that I'm making for myself. And so I originally did not want to sell any of my designs, and I started selling them. But make sure that your blades are clean, and also I recommend using the proper flock when cutting my designs. And that flock would be Rocket Flock or Magic Flock. Any other flock I cannot vouch for. Um, so I don't necessarily recommend any other flock. All right. So we are going to head over to Cricut. Let me see who else is here. Hey, Patrice Williams, welcome in. We're going to open up Cricut Design Space, and let me put my phone on so that I can see the comments as I'm going. But we are going to brush this in, but we are also going to walk through the process of opening a design, separating them, and cutting it out with a Cricut. Let me just make sure my sound is down. Y'all don't want to hear that. Who else is here? Hey, Miss Sandra, welcome in. Hey, Kitty and Doggy, welcome in. Hey, Angela, and for all my members, y'all, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And also for my members too, if you are a member on this channel, this design is inside of the community section. It's going to be there for a limited time, but this is only for members. So if you are a member, then you can go and snatch this design if you are interested in it. But it simply just says a best mom ever. I'm starting to work on, we're past Valentine's Day, so I'm starting to work on new designs for other holidays. So if you are a member, you can snatch it up. There are two different sizes for this design. One is about almost 11 inches wide, and the other is a little over 9.5 inches wide, because I do understand for some of the designs that are really, really wide, you can't really get those onto small shirts. And so I did two different sizes, but I'm just trying to pull us up so that I can. Okay, there it is. There it is. Hey, Tamika, welcome in. Hey, Crafting Away. Hey, Victorious Creations. Hey, Nicole. hey, hey, Miss Roslyn. All right, y'all. So I am going to go ahead and, all right, so I can see the comments now. So we're going to get ready to head over to Cricut. Hey, Chris, welcome in. Hey, Just Paper Crafting. Hey, Gina Goins. And y'all, I am scrolling down to the bottom. Hey, Evie. Evie, I was going to call you, but we were up so late last night hanging out after the live. We had a great time. And so I really did not want to bother Evie, because tomorrow we will be having the advanced rhinestone class. And that's going to be tomorrow at 3. And usually that's a pretty long class. And then after that class, Eve also has her live, and so I did not want to bother her. Hey, Dolores Rivero Rolo, welcome in. Thank you for being here. But hey, oh, Dolores is a member. Welcome, Dolores, and thank you for becoming a member of our channel. I appreciate it. Up Design says that she's doing some diamond painting. That's what I should have been doing. I needed to relax today, but it's all good. Hey, Montgomery. Hey, everybody. I'm about to scroll down. But hey, y'all, if I missed you, I'm sorry. And thank you, Nicole, for putting the link in the chat. Hey, JV Patterson, welcome in. Hey, Lakita, no. No, I don't sleep, girl. I don't sleep at all. All right, let me see. I'm going to present my screen. We are going to open Cricut up. That's, uh-oh. It was updating. I got to sign in. Hold on, y'all. I don't know why it's making me sign in. I thought they stopped making me sign in. At one time, you didn't have to sign in at all. Now, all of a sudden, it's like every single time I open Cricut and it updates, I have to keep signing in. And if you guys are like me, you don't remember passwords. Danita. Oh. Hey, Katrina. Katrina, you want to blink? Do you want to blink? All right, they keep making so many updates in Cricut Design Space. All right. Let's go ahead. Let me get ready to share the screen. And all I'm going to do right now, I'm simply just bringing the design in. Does anybody want me to show how to do my designs inside of StarCraft Solo, as far as how to load them in StarCraft Solo and separate them? If you want me to do that, let me know. I can do that as well. It shouldn't take this design that long to cut. There's not many holes. So we are just going to cut it. And After it's done cutting and I have it on the board, I'm probably going to give it away because I have more of this template than I really need. So I will give it away. Okay, so StarCraft Solo, yes, yes. Okay, perfect. So let me share the screen, present, and we are going to open up Cricut Design Space. There is Cricut Design Space. Okay. Yeah, it's Scout. It's not going to be any design, but it will be us kind of opening it up and seeing how I usually, which honestly I mostly cut from um I usually cut the rhinestone flock using the StarCraft Solo. So you guys will see that. All right, so we're inside of Cricut Design Space, and I'm just going to create a new project, and we need to upload. I'm going to just go. You guys can't see me uploading because I didn't share the whole screen, but give me a second. It will be loaded in a second. And this is the Keep Got First design that it's inside of my Etsy shop, but someone had a hard time with the file, and that with this particular file, it did not happen often. So I do want to make sure, and this file kind of goes on the same pattern as my other files go. So I just wanted to show in case, and then I have a reference to kind of show others how to cut the files. I'll probably do a video also showing the same thing. All right, I'm just trying to pick the exact file that is inside of my Etsy. All right, Keep Got First. You guys are on the dark screen. To switch to beta and Cricut, can you go back? Yes, you can. The same way. Juana, you can go back, just go back to your settings and click back onto live, and you will be able to go straight back to the live version. Yes. Thank you, Tay Jones. I was a little bit tired too, but by the time, like, I had to take Taylor to a violin situation, and I did that, and I was like, Taylor, she could have rolled. She didn't even need me to take her. And while we're there, I'm like yelling the whole way, like, I have a lot of stuff to do. I have a lot of things to do. And she's like, she just looked at me. She's like, you needed the break. And so I was like, I just like, shut up, girl, and just keep going. Like, don't even say anything back to her, because you probably did need the break. So I enjoyed some fresh air today. All right, so this is the design that we're going to be using. Let me just make sure that the design is correct, and it does look like it is correct. So you always want to make sure that you check the design size. That's the first thing that you have to check, is the design size. If you don't check the design size and you go to try to cut it, you will have problems. Your holes will be maybe too small, or they may be too big, and it won't cut correctly. So you always want to check the design size. And I'm looking up here in the measurement area, and for the width, I have 11.138, and for the height, I have 8.895. And so that is exactly what I need it to be. All right, that's exactly what I need it to be. I need it to be 11.138 by 8.895. All right, so what we're going to do next is we are going to ungroup. So if you look over in the layers panel, everything is grouped together in Cricut, right? Well, depending on how it's brought in and how it's saved. So right now, this is the group, the Keep Got First group. And so you can go through and hide different parts of the design, or you can show it by just, clicking that out. What I'm going to do, we are actually going to probably do like 2 different cuts with this, because I don't have the 12 by 24 mat out, and it's really kind of big for me to try to do everything that I want to do right now. So first, I'm just going to click the design, and then I'm going to click ungroup. So this little button looks like 2 squares with circles in the corners. That's for ungrouping, or you can just right click the design and select ungroup from the drop down menu. Uh-oh. That's what happened with yours last night. It was 2. What design were you cutting last night? go back to 5. It says it stays on beta. It should be able to go back on beta. I've switched for, give me a few minutes, Juana, I'll check it and see. So if we click ungroup, everything is going to now be ungrouped. So now you guys see the layers panel looks a little bit different. There are 3 individual parts of this design. So I'm going to reduce the screen size. I'm not reducing the actual image. All I'm doing is reducing the screen size, and I'm just going to reduce it by clicking over here on the left, the bottom left, and we can leave this at about 50%. It doesn't need to be too much smaller or even larger than that. It could be. Let's go 75. No, we'll just leave it at 50%. Oh, there we go. All right, so now that we have everything ungrouped, we can move the different parts. And so for all of my designs, I make each layer a different color. Okay, so if it's a different color, it should not cut with another color. It should cut by itself. So here we're going to just move the first part, and this is just a template. And honestly, y'all, you can just use this. You don't even have to use the inside if you don't want to. You can use this. And when we'll see when I press it. I like how the outline looks for this design as well. All right, but then also we need to move the blue and the pink apart. So I'm just going to separate that. And right now, because it's different colors, it will cut on, it will at least try to cut on 3 different mats. But if I had my 12 by 24 out, I would just go ahead and cut these both out, or all 3 of these parts out on the same mat. But we're not going to do that. We're going to probably cut the Keep God First part on one mat, and then God on the other mat, the inside. And this is an ombre. So I did it this way because it may be hard to tell if it cuts. And I'm just doing this visually so that I'll know when it gets ready to cut. It may be a little difficult to tell if I have like them stacked on top, even though they're separate. It may be a little difficult to tell exactly where it's supposed to cut, right? So like where I'm supposed to, like which part is which part once we cut it out on the flock. So that's why I kind of like to have the solid parts closer to each other as opposed to the ombre effects close to each other. So kind of like that when we get ready to cut. So we're actually ready to cut. It's sized perfectly, but you always want to size the design before you break it apart. So while it's like this, as soon as you bring it in, if it's not the correct size, you want to size it at this point. You want to have everything selected when it comes in. You want to have everything selected, and you want to size it at this point. As you guys see, this is pretty, the outline is what is the measuring points of this design. But you want to make sure you always size it first. Okay. Regular Bling font. Oh, okay. We'll look. Let's look. We'll go look at a Bling font too. I'll bring a Bling font in. From Creative Fabrica has a Bling font, and we'll see it. All right. So let's go back, and it's sized, so I don't need to do anything. But I did want to show you guys that every time. Oh no! Look, y'all. Now I got to go back. That will not cut out right. Let me make sure it's still sized correct. It's still sized right. All right, so let me move that over, and then we're going to move this down, and then we're going to move this down. It really doesn't matter, but I am going to change all of this to the same color only because the flock is the same color, and I don't care, with the mats or whatever. All right, let's go. We're ready to make it, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, but you want to do all of that you want to size it prior to separating it. All right, let's see how this is going to look. All right, so I could kind of leave this here like this and then just cut the other part separately. We can do that. Okay, got it. Edit each material. It's going to be the same. So I'm going to add the Cricut. So I'm going to click continue. But hey, everybody coming in, welcome in. All right, so we are using the Cricut Maker 3, and I think I had it on there. I didn't. Now I got to go back to the canvas, y'all. Because guess what? I had the Explorer on there. So, but now I'm using the Cricut Maker 3. So you have to do that. I don't know why it doesn't let you change it, but I get it. All right, so it's going to be on a mat. That should have been my sign that it wasn't correct. All right, so that looks good. We're going to click continue. And we are using this one. All right. And so the settings that I use a custom settings. Make sure I still get a ticket. Okay. Hey Lizzie. Hey everybody coming in. Hey Sheila Cushionberry. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I have a special flock already. Like this says Rhinestone flock. I use this. This is a custom setting that I put in myself. How I put the setting in, go to browse all materials. Hopefully this will come up. I can't really tell if it's coming up on your screen right now. Let's see if it comes up. Okay, it does. So browse all materials, and then I'm just going to click material settings right here, the bottom left. Once I click that, I am just going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and these are all of the materials that your Cricut has loaded, as far as like if you want to just use the Cricut settings for this particular material, it is here. Okay, so these are all of the settings that Cricut has preloaded into your machine. All right, so here, this is also a custom setting that I did. I could tell FB flock. But if we go down, here we have a flock Rhinestone 175 fine point blade. I don't know where that one came from. I don't think I did that one. But here, these are other ones that I know that I did. Flock 123, flock Rhinestone, it's set at 340. And then you have flocked iron-on and flocked paper. I don't use any of these settings. So the setting that's saved there in my favorites is just Rhinestone flock, and that's also a custom setting that I did. I've never seen Rhinestone flock inside of the Cricut the Cricut settings. So what you want to do is go all the way down to the bottom and add a new material. Once you add your new material, we're just going to call this test. I need to go and delete some of these materials, but we're just going to call this test, right? Test flock. And then you're going to click save. Once you click save, it's going to scroll all the way up to that material that you just added, right? So here we have it at the top. We see test flock. I'm going to just go down a little bit so you guys can see it better. So we have test flock here, and it's at a 175 pressure. Multi-cut is off, and we have the fine point blade. So I cut my Rhinestone flock using my regular fine point blade. I don't change the blade out, and it cuts it really well for me. So we're going to leave it here at the fine point blade, but I am going to increase that pressure to 340 to 350. It depends on what what works for you. I always recommend test cutting. So I'm just going to slide our little circle over, and you get to 340. Of course, you can use your little addition and subtraction buttons here to get that done as well, but we just set it over. And then we're going to click save. Once you click save, that is going to add your material. So here now we have test flock. So you will be able to simply select that and use it once you go to your materials. And so once you have it saved, we're going to exit out of there. And then let's click browse materials again. So once you click browse materials, and again, we're using the Maker 3. So we're going to search for the test flock. I'm going to click enter. And here is our new material that we just added into our new into our Cricut, right? So I'm going to select that and click done. And so right now, this is the new test flock material that we can use. I'm going to use what's already in there, the rhinestone flock material that I already have, because that's what's always good to me. It's the same setting, same exact thing, but that's what I always click onto. That's why it's my favorite. And we are going to get ready to load the mat and begin to cut it. Let me head back over to y'all. All right, so I'm going to remove the Cricut screen, and then we are just going to head over to Alfie. Let me remove this. All right, so Alfie is here, and so all right, so we're gonna get ready to, let me move this out of the way. Let me get the flock first. All right, so let me see, I needed 12 inches, and I don't remember how much of the other I needed, but this should be enough. Yeah, this will be more than enough, this piece for that top part. And so our flock is right here. Hey, Josie. Thank you, girl. All right, so we're going to cut 12 inches of flock. Get my trusty paper cutter. And we just need 12 inches. Where's my little ruler? Don't tell me I don't have it. I don't, y'all. I don't have my ruler with me. I thought I did. Uh-oh, but I don't. All right, I'm just gonna try to figure this out here. Oh, almost perfect. All right, let's see. All right, that should go good. Let's see if I missed anybody. And so I already have, so that's why I like to keep like the scrap pieces, because this is a scrap piece, but this is going to be a great size for the other cut that we're going to have to do. So I am just going to place this down here. And this is a little bit longer, but I like using the paper cutter, or you can use a rotary to cut it, but I just like to have the straight edges because it's kind of tricky when it's not straight. Let's see. On the back side, it might be, but Miss Sonia, I cut the flock. I cut my flock like this with that. I can't even tell you how many pieces of flock that I've cut with that paper cutter. It's like an old paper cutter that I have. So if not, just use scissors so that you don't have to really, well, any cutting device and cutting flock is gonna, I guess, wear it down. I suppose. All right, so let's get ready. Before we start to cut, we need to check the blade. And I don't know if y'all see that, but I do have like flock residue underneath there. So I need to move that or clean it off. You can get your like a aluminum foil ball. I usually have this here just to clean it off. I don't know if it really sharpens it or not, but I just kind of use it to kind of clean off any of that flock material. And sometimes, believe it or not, y'all, that flock will get into here. Like I've had a hole like stuck in there, and so it's good to check out the housing also, just to make sure. All right, so I'm gonna put it back in. It looks good to me. Make sure it's in there nice and secure. And we're gonna cut this out. We're gonna start cutting it, and then we're gonna also head into StarCraft Create so that you guys can see. Oh, sorry, y'all. You can see how we would do that inside of StarCraft Create. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it started and load it into space. And then we'll use this for the next. But what are you guys doing tonight? Are you guys working on anything? Oh yeah. All right. So let me go ahead, click start, and it's gonna start cutting our block. And again, the one that we're cutting out tonight, I'm going to give it away, give away the template. So if you don't have it and you want it, you can definitely get it. I should have moved the rollers over a little bit, but it's okay. Enjoy the barbecue, Josie. Hey, Marcia. Hey, Miss Lita. Welcome in. Hey, Annette. It's like cleaning lint. Yep, it's like cleaning lint out of little Alfie's belly button, right? All right, let me open up. Let me close out silhouette because I have so many things open right now. But also for most of my designs, I know I said it earlier, but most of my designs, there's not a lot of space in the designs. So your blades will have to be like pretty clean. So I always clean it every single time I cut something. All right, we're done with that one. Let me get ready to open. It's like taking a long time to close Silhouette Studio. Discard all. All right, so it's closing. Jennifer, hey Jennifer. Jennifer is working on a rhinestone design. Evie, what are you doing? Send me a veggie plate, Josie. Hey EJ's daughter, welcome in. Angela's designing a raven shirt for a friend. LaShonda's just listening on the way to eat something. Cool. All right, so we're gonna get ready to. I'm just checking it out. Josie got a new laptop. Yay, girl. I know you're excited. That's awesome. Evie's working on a Bling template or Bling design. Gail's prepping for house recovery. Surgery's on Tuesday. Well, I pray all goes well, Gail. Design installing another design. Awesome, Candace. All right, so we're going to head into StarCraft Create. StarCraft Create is the software that I use with the StarCraft Solo. It comes with the StarCraft Solo. However, it can be purchased independently. The last I checked, which was a few months ago, it was like $80, I think. But it's identical to Cuts a lot. Okay, so it's pretty much the same program. I cut the design with a joy. Would I separate each piece of the design to cut it? Yes, Patricia, you would. The only thing is that you can cut the insides, like the word God and how it's broken in half. Even with it together, you can cut it on the joy. The problem is that you won't be able to cut the entire outline, where like from keep to first, keep God first. You won't be able to cut that, but you will be able to cut the inside. It is sized. That part is sized where it can go on the joy, but the main part of the design, you won't be able to cut that with your Cricut Joy. Tuesday, both of you. Sheila, same for you. Praying everything goes well. Sheila Cushenberry. All right, let me go ahead and I closed out of a few programs because I don't want anything shutting down on me while we are in the middle of this. So, oh, and I did say that we will go on to get the font. I think I have it already, but let's see. All right, let me add. First, let me open it, y'all. Sorry. What is it called? StarCraft Create. Okay, perfect, Juana. Are you going to do rhinestone design for St. Patrick's Day? Yes, Mrs. JB. I'm actually working on a few. Hey, Almond. Welcome in, girl. All right, let me open up I'm going to share the screen. All right. So I'm going to stop that screen share. We're going to, and we'll see. I didn't even see what time. Did anybody see what time we started cutting? So we can see like how long that this actually takes to cut on the Cricut, because it doesn't take long on the StarCraft to cut. All right, here we go. No, I want that one. All right, y'all. So we are now inside of StarCraft Create. And this is what StarCraft Create looks like. We are going to go ahead and import the file in. And so we'll import the same file. And then, where is it? Hold on. God. Keep God first. There it is. All right. So here is the file, and this is how it comes in. And so we are just going to have to separate it. Now, the first thing you want to do, the same thing, like if you are inside of Cricut Design Space, if you're inside of Cricut Design Space, you want to always check the size. So the entire design is highlighted. Okay, you want the entire design always to be highlighted, always everything to be selected. Then we're going to go over to the right and check the size, and the width is 11.138. The height is 8.895. That is the correct size for this design. All right. So if it came in incorrectly, this is where you would adjust the size. All right. So you just want to make sure that you pay very close attention to what the height is and what the width is. All right. So let's go ahead, and the same thing would apply. We'll just separate it. So this is the first part. We're going to grab that first part, and I'm just going to drag it down. The size board or cutting mat that I have right now is 24 inches on this particular screen. But of course, with the StarCraft Solo, I don't use a cutting mat to cut my flock. So how I'm piecing this together with the Cricut, with the StarCraft Solo, I actually just line all of the different elements of the design, like how I'm going to show you here, and I put in a long piece of flock, and I just send it through. I don't have a cutting mat that's attached to it or that it's on. All right, and then the same way we did with the Cricut, we're going to separate it. Now, this is the same thing. I would just go ahead and kind of put the solid parts together and have the ombre parts away. Are there any questions that you guys have while I'm inside of StarCraft Create? Because the class that we're going to be doing tomorrow, there is a link listed below in the description. If you're interested in signing up, there is still time to sign up for it. It's not a beginner-friendly class. It is an intermediate to advanced class, which we really expect you to understand the basics of designing. So we're going to be making SVG files. So we kind of want you to have a little bit of experience with just the basics of design. But we will go over the different elements that we're going to be using for that. But with Silhouette Studio, I do prefer to use Silhouette Studio, the business edition, over StarCraft Create, because I just feel like there's so many different things that you can do inside of Silhouette Studio when you're designing, as opposed to StarCraft Create. It takes me more time to design something inside of StarCraft Create than it does inside of a Silhouette Studio. I just find it a little bit more user-friendly. But you can definitely design inside of StarCraft Create. Okay, so when I get ready to cut this, all I would do is simply, it's not going to read the machine because it's not on, but we will just go ahead and select Create. The way that I have this aligned on the mat, because I'm not separating by colors, I'm not doing anything like that, because I want this all to cut together. Flock is the same color, like we're not cutting out pink flock and blue flock and black flock. I just have pink flock. So it's all going to cut out together. So you would just simply go to Create. And once you go to Create, it shows you exactly how this is going to cut on your machine. So I'm going to start cutting down here. And so the pressure that I use, I usually put the pressure in on the machine. I usually use a pressure of 42, but I have successfully cut flock at like a 30, 31, 30, between 31, 35. I've cut flock. But I just like the 42 pressure. I usually get, this is the most holes that I've had in a while. And it's probably because I really didn't like pay any attention to the blade when I loaded the flock in. So that's important too, whether you're using a Cricut or any machine that you're using and you're cutting flock, you're going to want to change that flock. You're going to want to change or check that blade often. And so if you're getting cuts that aren't, what you usually get or expect, more than likely it's the blade. Remember, it's cutting this type of material. And if you're cutting it often, then it's going to definitely wear down your blade. If I missed anybody, hey y'all coming in. So was there anything else inside of StarCraft Create that I needed to Evie, when do we want to do a race? I'm down for a race. That was on my mind tonight. I was like, okay, maybe I should put in the solo and the cricket and everybody will see. But you have the graph tech over there. So I know you probably, I know poor Alfie right here, he can't stand a chance. Maybe Sunny can stand a chance. Let's have a race. Let's do it. I'm down for something like that. I'm definitely down for that. So once this cuts out, we have one more part to cut out. At the end, we'll do give this away. It's just a template that we're going to give away, not the shirt. So if you don't have this template already, then you will be able to snatch it up in the giveaway. Also, again, if you are a member and you just came in, maybe you didn't see the community area, but this design is available for all of my members for a limited time. So make sure that you download it. You have to download it now because I literally delete the files from in the folder on Google once I remove the access to it. So you won't be able to go back and download it. So you have to download it now, download it and save it so that you can go back and use it. But this is StarCraft Create. So we're done with this, and I would just click Create, head over to the machine, align everything up, and then that will be fine. So let me show you guys kind of a difference in StarCraft Create. So StarCraft Create, you find your Rhinestone panel under Effects, and here is the Rhinestone. So there's several different things you can do if you're designing inside of StarCraft Create. You would just click onto Rhinestones, and these are the different, let's see if you can see it. I don't know if you guys can see that. I might have to remove and share. No, you guys can't see that. Hold on, let me come back to y'all. Stop screen share, and I'm gonna share, add to stream. Nope, not, I don't want to add the heat press to the stream yet. Let's share the screen, and then I'm going to select window, and okay, so now I just want to share the StarCraft solo screen with y'all. So this is the Rhinestone panel in StarCraft Create. All right, so in StarCraft Create, it will cut holes for you, different styles of holes for you. All right, or stone sizes or stone shapes, right? It cuts various things. So these are the different stones that you can choose. For the most part, I use the circular rhinestones to cut out, right? Now, they have the pearl plate and the stone sizes over here. In StarCraft Create, shortcuts a lot. You have to be very vigilant. So I can use the SS10 here, right? I've used it several times. And I actually still use it. If I'm here and I'm doing a quick design, I will use the SS10. But let me show you the difference in StarCraft Create. StarCraft Create, the size of the stones are a little bit smaller than the standard size. Now, can you brush in your stones in here in with this particular size? Look, SS10 is showing that it's 0.11 inches, right? Can you brush your stones in? Yeah, but it's very, very tight. Like it hugs the stones and it can be kind of difficult to like really get them brushed in as opposed to hand placing them. You may not want to have to hand place them, right? So, what you will have to do is you will have to. I know we when we order stones, we order the stones based on the size SS6, SS10, SS whatever you like. I like SS6. Y'all know that. But when you're inside of StarCraft Create or Shortcuts a lot, you have to more so focus on the inch size and not the stone size. Because when you scroll down, the standard size for the SS10 is 0.13 inches, right? So this is where you would want to look, especially if you don't have time to be hand placing stones. Okay. So make sure you know the different hole sizes. So like for the SS6 size, I may actually choose to use the SS9 stone here. So even though you're using SS10, you want to go to the SS13 because that size hole in StarCraft Create is the correct size that you need. All right, so that's how you will do it. So then you also have the option of filling in the stones. So if you don't have the fill shape with stones, you will just get an outline of whatever it is that you want to do. You'll get an outline of the design, meaning how the first part of keep God first is and not the inside. This is an outline. Oh, well, that's upside down, but this is the outline, right? So nothing's inside. That's what you will get. But if you click fill shape with stones, then it will fill the entire shape with stones. Okay. Also, you want to adjust your stone spacing. It starts all of StarCraft's and Scow's Shirkutsalot's designs start with 2 millimeters, right? But you may want to reduce the space in between each of those stones. And this is where you would do it. You would reduce it, or if you want to increase it, that's up to you. Once you have the design selected and your stones and it's converting, it'll tell you your stone size. Okay, so we have I think that's pretty much it for StarCraft Create Shortcuts a lot and how that works. So you just got to be very careful with the stone sizing inside of Shortcuts a lot. All right, I think that is it. um Hey, Yvonne Hudson, welcome. Thank you for becoming a member of our channel. I appreciate it. I know you and you for Pally. I know Yvonne Hudson. I've seen you all the time. So thank you for becoming a member to our channel. Hey, Carlin, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, y'all, I'm just going to keep picking out these holes. Does anybody have any more questions about StarCraft Create? Oh, that's the one thing. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys about StarCraft Create. So StarCraft Create, as opposed to how Silhouette Studio is, Silhouette Studio, you can have a radial fill, meaning the stones are more along the path or the shape or the letter or whatever it is that's being converted, or you can have a linear fill, meaning that your circles are horizontal and vertical, perfectly aligned. You can change it up depending on what you like. Inside of StarCraft Create, you can do that. Everything's going to be linear. Everything's going to be linear. So that's another thing that I don't like, because for some designs and letters, I prefer the radial fill, and it just reduces the amount of work that I have to do after it's converted into rhinestones. But if y'all have any more questions, let me know. But I'm telling y'all, if you are looking to design some templates, come hang out with Eve and I tomorrow. It's via a Zoom, and it's really packed. Like the entire time that we're there, it's packed. It's packed with information nonstop. I try to stop, but it's really packed with information nonstop. So, oh, I did say I was going to go on Creative Fabrica and show y'all because I can't brush. Well, I can brush the stones in to this design. Um, but I kind of like to brush it in where Alfie is. So y'all gonna be stuck with me for a little bit longer because I gotta wait until that second part is cut. So we're gonna pull up some um, rhinestone letters that Katrina was talking about. I don't know if these are the letters that she was talking about, but we're going to pull up some letters. I think everything is cut out. I think something didn't cut out. Give me a second. More questions. Awesome, Tracy. So we're gonna head into Creative Fabrica. Give me a second. Let me just have a hole. I have like 3 holes over here on the side that I gotta poke out. Alright. Usually with the StarCraft crate, I don't really have many holes that I have to remove. I didn't have many this time, but I like when I just have like 4 or 5 holes that I have to remove out of here. And so I usually place it on back of a, what do I do with it, y'all? Oh, here it is. On the back of this Dollar Tree chopping mat. I get a lot of those. You get 2 for $1.25 now. And then I just place it on top. And then so this is the template that we have. So that's what we're going to brush in tonight. But I am going to, let me open up Creative Fabrica. We're going to look up this rhinestone font, and we're actually almost done cutting, y'all. So cutting the first part. I'm going to bring you guys over into Creative Fabrica. All right, let's see. And then we'll download it. Present my screen. Hey, Robin. Yes, Gail, you definitely want the beginner's class. You definitely want it. All right, share screen. Let's see, window. All right, so now we're in Creative Fabrica, and y'all, Creative Fabrica still has like their deals and everything going on for signing up. I love Creative Fabrica because you can go here. Oh, this is cute. You can go here and you can pretty much select whatever with their all access membership. You can select or add or use whatever is on this site. And so I love it. But we are going to be looking up rhinestone designs. I'm not going to go into, because I can get caught up there. Rhinestone. So let's say, who is this for? If you don't have Silhouette Studio, the business edition, even if you have it, it's for you too. But mostly, if you don't have Silhouette Studio, the business edition, if you don't have StarCraft Create, if you don't have a way that you can make your own rhinestone designs, this is for you. Okay, this will be perfect for you if you can't do it, because Creative Fabrica has several different images that you can use on their site. And also they have some classes here that I've done for Bling. And I Bling tumblers. I have a shirt that we blinged. I have this one. I have another one showing how to kind of do like basic designs. And so if you have the all access membership, you will have access to these classes also. Now, these are some rhinestone fonts here. And this looks very simple. And then they also have like some other images, rhinestone images here. So let's click in and look at some of these. So this is, this looks like a full design here. Birthday queen with the heel. That's cute. Let's look at this. We have Rhinestone font alphabet. So what you would do with this is that you would put the letters together yourself, but you want to make sure that you have it sized correctly. Now, I don't see, I like when they have the sizes already like on here on the thumbnail, because then you can tell, you will know if you will be able to use it, right? This isn't telling us if this is for SS10 stones or SS6 stones. So I may just skip this. This is something that I would look into, you know, on my own. But I would want to know that. Oh, Rhinestone. Let's go to Rhinestone fonts because I started pulling up some of their AI stuff. Let's see. All right, so here's some more fonts here. But these are some more designs that they have. They have quite a few. Let's see. Oh, some of them people could not get it to work in Cricut. Okay, we'll look. It is the rabbit hole. It definitely is. It definitely is. All right, so for rhinestone fonts, they only really just have this rhinestone font looks like. So let's click here and see what this is going to be. All right, so this is saying that this is going to be, so this is for SS6 stones, and it's pretty much saying the size that it should be. So let's go ahead and download this, and I'm probably going to open this up inside of Adobe Illustrator, I think. All right, let's go ahead and download it. So I'm going to download it, and then we are going to open it up, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to download. It comes in an OTF or TTF file, so I'm just downloading the OTF. Install, let's see, but it doesn't tell me. It just has the font here. Let's see. Let me go back here. Oh, here. All right, let's see what the instructions say. The TTF font works only with the following characters. Written and video instructions will be included with the purchase. Okay. And so then the next slide we have, so this is where it tells us here like what size we need to make it. So the font size for the SS6 should be 189 points, for the SS10 241 points, for the SS16 295 points, and for the SS20 388 points. All right, so what was the name of this font that I just downloaded? Where was it? RS03 Rhinestone Bold. Let me open up the font book to see what that was. I think I installed it. So let me open up Adobe Illustrator, which is already open because it's never closed. This is what takes up the most space on my computer. All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to delete this out. All right, I'm going to share Adobe Illustrator, and hopefully the font is in there. Where's you guys? Here you guys are. All right, so I'm going to stop that screen share. I'm going to share Adobe now since we already downloaded the font. Once you download a font from Creative Fabric or wherever, you have to install the font, okay? So let's go to, where's Adobe? Let's see. So now we have Adobe opened, and let's see if I can find that font. All right. I'm just going to type in Rhinestone. Nope. I don't see it. RS. Oh, I see it. So RS Seal, I guess. Is that the one that we did, y'all? Hold on. I can't see. I'm inside of Adobe Illustrator trying to figure out our, okay, I think this is it. All right. So we are going to type in a word. So let's type in our favorite word, crafty. All right, I'm just gonna make this a little bit bigger. All right, so right now that's really small. So I'm resizing this myself, right? Oh, I shouldn't have resized it. I don't think I should have resized it. Undo scale. All right. So now it's telling us to do. Hold on, y'all. I'm changing from pixels to inches. Sorry, my artboard. Y'all can't see anything I'm doing. So now I'm going to change the size. What size did it tell us that it needed to be, y'all? For SS6, it needs to be 189 points. Let's see. Let's see if we can figure this out. 189. But I don't think it's 189 points. Let me make this bigger. I think we're going to open this up in Silhouette Studio because I can't tell. Do I have to create? Yeah, no. This isn't working out. Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back and read the directions, y'all. All right, how to install for Cricut users. Change the. See, this is so small. It doesn't. The instructions are only inside of Creative Fabrica for this one. Let me see. Get the perfect. They're cool. Crystal and hotfix. The download instructions included, but I don't see the instructions. All right, so if you're using this font inside of Silhouette Studio or Cricut Design Space, you want to download the TTF file. So let's download the TTF file too. You want to you want to install the TTF. So install the TTF. I'm going to replace it. You guys can't see me do that. All right. So we replaced it. And then I'm going to open up Cricut and see if we could just do it in there. Because Adobe Illustrator is not, I don't know why it's not really helping me out here. I don't know if you got to do each word. We're going to figure this out. We got time, y'all. We got time. Yeah, this don't look right. Those holes are too small. Hold on, let me create outline. Expand. Let's see. All right, let me turn this into, let's see. See, it's a 0.0065. That's way too small. Yeah, no. I gotta see it. It may be a size that we have to do. Let me see the other one I got here too. Hold on, we're gonna go back into Creative Fabrica, y'all. Let's head back into Creative Fabrica. Present at the top of AI where you see 12 points. Change the size to 189. I changed it on the side, but let me go back. Let me go back, Wanda. Because I changed it. Oh. It's all done. Well, that part is done. We still have one more part that we need to do. Hold on. So, Wanda, I'm going to go back. Uh-oh. Let me delete. And then let's put Crafty again. Oh. No. All right. So, make Crafty. All right. Oh, Wanda, that's why I put 189 in the. You can't see what I'm doing on the side of the computer. Let me share the screen again. You can't see what I was doing. I put it in the wrong slot. That's why. Hold on, let me add that. I'm actually gonna add my whole screen. Hold on, let me. Y'all probably like, girl, can you make up your mind? No, I can't ever make up my mind, but I'm just gonna show y'all the whole screen. Present. Be prepared to go in a tunnel. Entire screen. All right, so um, where are we? Adobe Illustrator. All right, so now we're in Adobe Illustrator, right? So I was putting 189 in the wrong place. So let me put 189 where it's supposed to go. All right, so now we have 189 here. Okay, and so 189 was the size for what? Was that the size for? Oh, y'all probably like, don't give me whiplash. So that's the size for SS6. But let's do the size for the SS10. But you can't see that good. What was SS10? 241. So we're going to do 241, right? So let me click enter. So I'm just going to reduce the screen size so you guys can see that a little bit better. On the thing, because I was putting 189 in the wrong place. Thank you, girl. All right, so here we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and create outline. We're gonna break this apart. Let me take this out so we can at least start cutting. All right, our cuts look pretty decent. All right, I am going to check this blade one more time because it's so flocky. All right, so I'm gonna put it back in. It looks pretty good. And we just have one more part to cut out on this one. And where is it? Here it is. And there should be enough space. It should be. Let's hope it is, because I'm just guessing at this point. I'm hoping that it is enough. It better be. If not, I'm gonna have to cut it again. Give me a minute, y'all. And then we'll check the size of those holes. Those holes, now that we've sized it correctly, those holes should be 0.13 inches, right? So let me just go ahead and put this in. I'm going to go back and Cricut really, really quickly. And we're going to select Rhinestone Flock for that second material, or for the second mat. Come on. Have this go in. Don't ever do that where I just did that. I just did that. No worries. No worries. All right, so we're gonna get ready to cut that. All right, so let's head back over to Adobe Illustrator. Sorry, y'all, we just had to make a brief stop. Did I expand this already? So we created outline, so now we're gonna expand it. And so let's see. So on the right, you'll be able to tell what size those circles are right here where I'm circling. All right, so let's go ahead and select one of those circles, and it's 0.1308. So that would be the perfect size for um, SS10 stones. So I don't know if you guys saw that. Let's try to do it inside of Silhouette Studio. Okay, it should come up because Silhouette Studio is closed. But these are 0.13. So that's what you have to do. You have to pretty much resize the font. Now you can't make this any larger. This is as large as you can make it. Okay, so you won't be able to make it, any bigger. It has to be this size. So that's the only thing with the Rhinestone fonts that you purchase online. It has to be that exact size in order for it to cut correctly. All right, so hopefully y'all got that. Let me head back over to y'all, and we're going to Get out of here. Stop screen share. All right. So let me just see how this cut because I don't know. Oh, I still got holes in here, but it's okay. We're gonna take it out. I might have had too much pressure, but we're just going to turn this over and do Evie's trick. And then I usually do my little scraper too to get the rest of them out. Thanks, Josie. Yes, y'all, please hit the thumbs up button. That'll be greatly appreciated. All right, so what else did I say? Oh, I wanted to see how to do it in Silhouette Studio. All right, so we're gonna open up Silhouette Studio. Oh, we should have did it in Cricut because I think that's where most of the issue probably comes from in Cricut. For Cricut users, you will learn how to adjust the size of your Rhinestone font to a different size. Besides the four we already showed, just how. Well, I guess they want you to look at their video tutorial if you're going to be using it inside of Cricut to do. I guess. I think they have like a video or so in there. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see inside of Cricut Design Space. I don't know. Y'all want to do a test? File, new. All right, we're going to try to open up a new design, a new canvas and see. I've never done any rhinestone fonts inside of Cricut before. So this is going to be the first time for me for certain. Oh, great. Who told me to check my mat? Sam. Thank you, Sam. Now I got to redo that all over, y'all. No, take it out. Thank you, Sam. Can I salvage this? I was rushing to. I can't salvage it. All right. See what happens, y'all, when you don't pay attention. Hold on. Let me get another piece. I do have another piece right here. Right. Luckily, I have rhinestone flock everywhere. Luckily. So I'm going to put some tape on here. Just to tape it down a little bit better. Oh, it's all good. Let me take my little brayer and braid this baby. Look, I saw Sam say, check your fog. All right, let me get my painter's tape. I'm just going to put a little bit on the side just to keep it down. Just to try to keep it down some. And not too much at the top because I don't really want it to have to like worry about clearing that tape. So just enough to keep it down. Just enough. So that's what I'm doing. I'm putting a little bit of tape on here. All right. So we're going to, let me go back to Cricut and cancel that cut. Cancel. Yes. All right. Let's continue. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta put this back through because we are having, I will put my purse and everything here next to me. We are having some technical difficulties or just prep difficulties. All right, so I'm putting it back through. Let me check my blade. I literally check this blade every single time. It always has me worried. All right. And then I've done that before and I didn't place the blade all the way inside. And I came back and nothing had cut because of that. So that's a whole nother thing to worry about All right, so we are almost ready. Hey, Kevin. Michelle, it definitely does. Jesse, I just took that. It's an HTV romp mat. I literally just took the plastic off of it. That was my second time used. The first time I used it was to cut this. So I did not think that I would have major issues with it. But I can say that my Cricut is cutting really, really hard or so. All right. I've got to get all these off, y'all. It's not, it's a lot of dots. This is a lot of dots. All right, let me go back to show y'all. Where is my screen? All right, so we're gonna see if we can. I thought I opened up a new one. Hold on. Okay, I did. New project. Hope this doesn't stop us. All right, it shouldn't. All right, so we're gonna head back over into Cricut and see the new that font that we have. Window, Cricut. Here we go. All right, so here we are in Cricut Design Space, and we are just going to cut that good, but we're going to add the fonts. So let's put in Crafty again here. And what was it for the SS10? I think it was 241. So let's go to, let's see. I don't see it here. Oh, I think this is it right here. All right. Sounds a little strange. All right, so this is it here in Cricut. And we can try to cut it if y'all want to. So I think we need to change the font size to one. No, I think it was 241. Nope, that's too big. Let's keep it back to 72. Let me go look at the instructions, y'all. You know what I'm about to do? Let me look at the size of this one in here. So 12, 2.378. What's the height? 2.378. Let's see. 2, 3, 7, 1206. 2.78. Still not really. I'm going into Creative Fabrica so that we can see, at least I can see what it's supposed to be. When you download the font, you don't get like any written instructions on doing it. I guess they just want you to look at their video, but I don't see the video. Change the letter space to 0. Okay, let's see. Oh, it is on 0. Has anybody used it in their Cricut before? Yeah, Kevin, this is the maker that I'm using. For all Cricut users, you will learn how to adjust the size of your Rhinestone font to different sizes. Just follow our video tutorial. I don't see a video tutorial. For Cricut users, change the letter space. Yeah, I don't see that here, y'all, on the on Creative Fabrica. I don't see like what exact size. So the only reason why I know like what size that I should make the word crafty is partly because in Adobe Illustrator, this is the size of the entire word. So it's actually pretty wide. If you guys look, it's about 12, it's 12 inches wide. That's pretty wide. It's about the same in Adobe Illustrator. In Adobe Illustrator, when I changed it to 12, when I changed the height to 2.378 in Cricut, it adjusted. It's like about a hundredth of an inch off. That's it, not much. But I still don't. Yeah. So this should cut out fine the way that it is, but I did size this inside of Adobe Illustrator to make sure. So that's the only other thing. Like I just don't know how to size it here in Cricut. And Cricut is saying that it's the font size here is 94.14. Nope, Michelle, no bonus file. That's what I don't understand. That's what I was looking for to see if they had. They don't even have a link to the video instructions. There's like the basic installing fonts on Windows and Mac, but other than that, they don't have a a, a link there. Yeah, it doesn't. It just and then it says it can have any rhinestone size, the font point size, and it tells you the different font point sizes. But other than that, it doesn't. It doesn't tell you. So that's no good. But we can maybe cut out. I'm willing to cut out. Um, I'm willing to cut out the C. Let's cut out the C and see if that goes correctly. It's just I think they don't have really good instructions there. 378. Well, I don't know. This 2.378. I guess the font size that we're going to use is 94.14 for Cricut, and we'll see if that cuts it out good. We'll cut that out before moving along. And then I just gotta pick out some of these dots because they ain't come out good. Hold on, I'm gonna come back to the screen, y'all, until, hold on. I'm gonna stop screen sharing for a little. Stop screen share. And then we'll see. Yeah, they did it. I mean, the idea is good that they want, they're trying to have more options, but you just can't. So if you download it and then you go to cut it, then you wasted flock. And you don't really want to do that because flock is not cheap. So the only good thing about, well, the best thing about flock is that it can be reused. So you can keep using it for the same design or, all right, that's not too bad. All right, so I still have holes left over. So these are the holes that came out, but I still have some holes that I need to cut out or to get out. So that's what I'm about to try to do. And then we're going to test cut the letter C and see how that goes. We will see. We have a bonus tab next to the download tab. There is, let me see. Look at you, Michelle. I never pay that little gray box any attention. All right, no, but it's still the same information that's in the thing. Oh, it has a YouTube tutorial. I can't play the YouTube tutorial. All right, y'all. So let me show you guys this. So present, share screen, um, Cricut, design space, where's Creative Fabrica? This is Creative Fabrica. All right, so Michelle just pointed out the download bonus files tab. So this is to download the file or the font, and then next to it there's bonus files. So if you click here, it'll download the bonus files that you will probably need. And so the only thing is that with this particular one, it has a YouTube link. I can't play the YouTube video, but it does have like the same um, information that's here on the screen. But it also has a link to the YouTube video so that you can learn how to do it. So that would be helpful. All right, it'll be very helpful. It does help, Michelle. Get your flock. I'm paying 65 to 70 for the blue stuff. So Sam, I get my flock from Heat Transfer Warehouse. I typically get it from Heat Transfer Warehouse 100% of the time. Where do you get yours from? Because aren't you over in the UK, Sam? Where do you get your flock from? Select the circles and make it 13. In Cricut, I don't know if you'll be able to do it in Cricut. I can do that inside of Adobe Illustrator, but I don't know if we'll be able to even do that inside of Cricut. I don't know, Don. Because it's not separate. Like, it's really treating it as a font. So because it's treating it as a font, like it's all together. So you'll have to separate it. And you won't be able to do that. But in Adobe Illustrator, once I break it down, then I can turn each one of those dots into a different size. I can't even measure the dots inside of Cricut. That's another thing. But it's all good. It's all good. And I'm just removing some of these dots so that we can get ready to put this together and brush in those other stones. What time is it? It's not 9 o'clock yet. Good. No problems. In here, I checked a lot of different websites. Okay. But yeah. That's what I got going on. I think I got I have 2 more holes. These dots are never ending. Never ending. Ever, ever. Oh, we got one right here. So this design, the holes are very, very close. Very, very close together. It's like not a lot of space in between the holes at all. So you do have to be careful when you are if you need to get dots out, I wouldn't recommend placing this on the Cricut mat to remove the dots. I would also make sure to keep the backing on the back of it too for this one, because that might not work out well. It's the same price. It's the same. What place did I say that was pretty good too? Specialty Graphics. That was another place that I thought they had. They were okay too, but the price of flock is just so expensive. It's really, really expensive for flock. It's really expensive. So you only really get the bang for your buck when you're getting a large quantity of it. So this is almost done cutting. So when this is done cutting, I think I picked the 341. Maybe I picked 350 because it's a lot of pressure on this bottom part. There's my other one. Right, and I'll get ready to put this on. And we're going to brush in those stones on the other design, see how it came out. And again, if you are a member, you have the file inside of the community section. All right, I'm just making sure the holes are okay, and they are. E-transfer house and reward program. That helps. Cool. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I'm a part of the rewards program. Not. I'm an affiliate with them, but I don't think I'm a part of their rewards program. I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, y'all. I'm gonna cut costs. Yeah, cut my rhinestone files through the wizard, then save and cut with Silver or Cricut. Cool. Very size in Adobe. Were you able to bring into Cricut and select file size? Yeah, you can. So when I resize in Adobe Illustrator, all I had to do is save it as that size, save it as the size that it was. And yeah, it will actually, when I typed it inside of Cricut, all I really did was resize it to what Adobe Illustrator said that it should be sized as. So we're going to cut it out and see if that's correct. Now, if you go onto their website, like if you download that file and you go onto their YouTube, you should be able to see. I should just go onto the YouTube. Let me look at it really quick. I'm not going to play it on the channel now, but I'm going to pull it up to see what it says like to do. And then that way I can tell you guys better, or you can see if you even want to be bothered with it. Okay, where's the YouTube? There it is. All right. The TCF font only works with the following characters shown. All right, copy. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to snatch this website because that's the only way that you will be able to do it. All right. I copied it. Let me go to YouTube really quick and click paste and go. So you can ungroup the word, how we had crafty typed out. You can ungroup it. Oh. All right, let's see how to install. We know that part. We just download it. It's like some birds chirping. Let me make sure you guys can see it. Oh, that one's done. So now we're gonna put in the other one. We're gonna put in that C. So this one's done. Oh no. There's just a lot of birds chirping in the background, y'all. That's all I hear. All right, so it's showing me, I think, in Silhouette Studio. Closure design program. We closed it already. It's back open. All right, let me get another sheet of. We're gonna get ready to brush these stones in, y'all. But let me try to do. Hopefully, I won't have to take out too many stones, but it looks like I am gonna have to because there's too much pressure. So too much pressure is not good for your designs, y'all. At least when you're cutting it out, because so we're gonna put it on the back side of this. Type in word, and then let's see. Select it. Yeah, no, it's not really. Okay. SSM, activate, point font size, copy. All right, y'all. It's showing me what to do. At least I think. So I'm just sorry for the brief intermission, y'all. I gotta figure this out. And y'all, it says, okay. Let me come back to y'all. Let me come back to y'all because that this is what it says for us to do. So we're gonna do what the video just said for us to do. It says to size it at what the what that font size is, but I think that might not be 100% what it should be, but it says to change the font size to, remember it was like 241 for SS10 stones. That's what it says. So I don't know if y'all committed. Do y'all want to do that later after we're done brushing in the stones to see? Let's cut out this one first and then we'll see. But that's what it says. Let me share. Y'all probably like, girl, we didn't come here for this tonight. We're trying to figure some stuff out, y'all. Be patient. Let's see. Let's see. Dawn, welcome, Dawn. Thank you for becoming a member of our group. Um, y'all, let's head back over to Cricut. All right, so we're in Cricut, right? And this is what we have. They say that we should change the font size to, and so I'm gonna put this here, but they say that we should change the font size to whatever it says in the little notepad, right? So it says that it's supposed to be 241. From what I saw, it says 241 for an SS10 stone size, right? So if we change this to SS, let's see. Let's change it to 241. That's what it says. But look how huge that is. This is not, that's not correct.
Hello, welcome. My name's Angie Holden, and I'm the blogger behind The Country Chic Cottage.
Sorry, y'all. Angie came on after the next video. But that is not, that just looks like it's just way too big. So I'm not going to waste any flop cutting that. So this is what I got when I did it in Adobe Illustrator. This is what I get when I do it inside a Cricut Design Space. And this is the size that I put in Adobe Illustrator. I put in that same font size. But when it came over to Cricut, Cricut is showing it as a smaller font. So I don't know, but that's just not looking correct. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go put it through with the Cricut with the size that I got from Adobe Illustrator, and we're gonna try to see if we can get something cut, or at least the correct thing cut. So even the instructions that they have on YouTube, those instructions really are. And I'm cutting that same piece of flop, y'all, that we that was just like rolling around. We're cutting the same piece, so it's not like a new piece of flop that we're using. I'll use this for testing stuff out now. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna put it back on the mat. Confirm. Continue. And all I'm doing now is I want to check the font size to see if this is going to be the correct font size. So we're going to do Bluetooth, Cricut, Maker 3, and then hopefully this will cut out good. Our other part is done. So we're going to be ready to brush in some stones in a minute. And then you guys will be done with me. I'll be heading to bed. Oh, I know why that is happening. I am done cutting this out. Done. All right. Let me bring back that other screen. It still was reading the other mat that I was doing. Why am I cutting straight lines through here? Hold on. Let me see. Rhinestone up. All right. So let's cut this through. I'm going to put it through, and we're going to see how this goes. All right, let's click start. And this will be our first test. And then we're going to start brushing, y'all, the other stones and making a shirt finally. We went all around the world. But hopefully, this is going to be good. Of course, I pushed it. Of course, my alignment somehow was wrong. Only here at Craftable Things does that happen all the time. All right, we're gonna make it work. Evie, we just went all over the place. We went from one thing to the next. A typical Saturday night. You know, Saturday nights just, you know how they go. It's a Saturday night. I expect this on a Saturday night. And I think you're right. Like, I just had another line through this flock. And you can't tell if there's a line through the flock when it's on the backing. But there's definitely another line. And I think this is from that same piece that I used the other day. Remember that line that I had, Evie? I think, yeah. Like a line straight through it. I don't know. And you can't tell when it's a piece of the main flock. All right, we're gonna see if anything brushes in. Yeah, that's what it is. Straight through it. Can't even tell. It's like you only tell when you cut it. They got to be more careful. Flock is too expensive to be having lines through it now. I hope so. Well, you know, the good thing is that it's in it's in the old roll. Okay. And the old, oh, great. I had to take two. I'm always pushing it, y'all. Y'all want to see what I mean when I'm always pushing it. Like, I don't stop to think about what is. Hold on. All right, so we're done with Alfie for tonight. Say goodbye to Alfie. Alfie is done. And so we're going to, I want you guys to remember, I used the same piece that I did earlier. So some of the cuts and some might be overlapping, but I knew that. I was just testing out these holes to see if these holes would be any good the way that we cut it. So I'm gonna cut here. I do want you guys to see. Uh-oh, let me stop. Y'all didn't tell me I was still showing Cricut up on the screen. I'm gonna make me smaller. All right, so this is the, look at mine. So I already had like some holes in this piece of flock. That's that flock that was cutting fine at first, and then it kind of shifted. So there's holes here that probably shouldn't be here, but it's okay. All right, so we're gonna brush in some stones in these holes of that C and see how that comes out. Oh, when all else fails, just put more adhesive on your desk and put it away. I still didn't do it. Y'all know what I did? I didn't clean off that blade. That's what I didn't do before I put this in. Some of these holes, well, I guess they look the same size, but these are kind of small. They look. We're gonna try to brush it in. We'll see. We will see. We will see. I will put it back on the table to do it though. If y'all saw the other half of the table, it has a lot of spots on it too. The flop dots. All right. So some of them cut double. I don't know if y'all can see that really well. All right. But let's see if anything brushes into here. I'm just gonna put this on the table to do it. Because why not? Uh-oh. That one didn't cut. Oh yeah, it did. But some of my holes didn't cut fully around. I don't know if you guys could tell. But it could be because my poor little, I didn't pay any attention to that blade this time. So let's see how this is going to work out. All right. So, do y'all think that these are gonna brush in? Yeah, Sheila cushion. Oh, Edie's calling me. Okay. Hello. All right, y'all. Thought something was going wrong. Maybe it is. All right, so let's get ready to brush in. Do y'all think that this is gonna brush in? Let me see. All right. Hi, Patrice. Thought I had a little thing of. What color is this? Oh, this is the golden mix. And I'm only using this to brush them in. Where's my brush, y'all? Let's see if this brushes in. If it brushes in, then I still don't know what to tell y'all to do for it. It's out? Okay. Um. Okay, whatever we did, it, it actually worked. Now, do I remember? Do you guys remember what we did? Because it actually went through. It actually brushed in, y'all. This is the part that we're concerned about right here. Not those circles over here. But that actually brushed in. So what did we do? Evie, right? At least it worked. It was stressful. It was stressful, but I still don't even know what we did. Like I legit don't know what we actually did to get it to decide like to the font size that I used for SS10, y'all, that was 94.14. So I mean, they're saying I think what we'll probably have to do is if you get these fonts, you'll just have to check the font size yourself. You can't use the font size that they have on there because those font sizes are way too big. So it's way too big. When we first brought into Cricut, yeah, yes, EJ's daughter. So whatever that font size was, let me tell y'all what that font size was. The font size, the actual font size when we typed everything in was 94. So 94.14. That was the font size, 94.14. So that's what you will have to make your font that particular font, if you decide to get that one, it has to be 94.14. And remember, the dimensions that EJ's daughter gave was correct. The height is only, what was it? The height is, I think, 2 point, let me tell y'all. The height is only 2.375. So 2.375 by like 1.9 or 1.85. But you don't even have to type in those measure. You want to type in the font size. Oh, that's yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They have to put in a better way of being able to tell that, because you can't really tell. All right, let me move this. So surprisingly, that actually worked. And then I am going to start brushing in the other stones. So what I did when we went into Cricut, I typed in the word, and then I looked at in Cricut to see what the height and the width was of that same word, and I typed in that measurement inside of Cricut when I went into Adobe Illustrator. But you may not have Adobe Illustrator. It probably will be easier in Silhouette Studio. I'll play around in Silhouette Studio, and then I'll come back and let y'all know like how much easier it is. So this is the design that we're going to be brushing in tonight. Real close and personal to the design tonight. Really up close and personal. All right, so you guys can see our design on the table. And it just says best mom ever. And we're using 3 colors tonight. We're going to use Labrador, Rose, and Rose AB. All right. I'm gonna get ready to brush this in, and then I'll worry about the other template later. No problem, EJ Starter. Thank you so much. Yeah, but you definitely have to try them. You definitely have to try them out, because some of the templates or some of the designs don't even have the size, and is there a hole there? Some of them don't have the size, and the size really does need to be there. And it was there. Okay. I missed one of the little flock dots. So we're just going to take these. This color is Labrador, and look how gorgeous that is. This is Labrador. Dempsey, well, that was stressful. Like, I just prefer to have Silhouette Studio, the business edition, and make my own, turn it into a rhinestone file myself, or rhinestone design myself, instead of worried about getting the fonts. I got to make sure it's sized correctly. But if you don't have Silhouette Studio, then of course that is an option for you. But you will have to test some of that stuff out. I find that, like with Adobe Illustrator, y'all see how it was super easy for me to get it sized correctly inside of Adobe Illustrator. In Cricut, it's not as easy. I'm not sure how easy it will be in Silhouette Studio. I have to try it out and see. But yeah, you definitely have to try it out first. If not, okay, for the most part, this is brushing in fairly easily. Fairly easily. On the bottom of the design where mom and everything, how do you cut out that part? Oh, it's all cut together. So this inside, in the actual design itself, this is all one image. You'll see when I brush it in that it'll just be one. It's just one image down here. The other part, the inside of the word mom, is that what you're talking about? Word mom and ever me. How do you cut out that part? If you're talking about the inside, it's the same way. I don't know if you were here earlier when we did the Keep God First one, but the same exact way. Like we separate it. This design is pretty much the Keep God First design, but the words are just different. That's it's pretty much the same design, except the words are different. The same spacing is used for this one. So if you don't like when there's not a lot of space in the design, you don't get it. It's not in my Etsy shop yet. It's only available to my members in the community area. But if you don't like it, with the space, because you do have to be careful when cutting. I don't recommend placing this directly onto your Cricut cutting mat because it's sticky, and when you have to pull it up, you can stretch the holes, you can rip them. So I don't recommend. I only recommend using the backing on them, at least with most of my designs, because it's not a lot of space in between. Hey, Patricia. Oh, when I designed it, I did a whole lot of um, offsets and insets to do this part, and then removing, like cutting it out, like a lot. I think the blingo. If you look at that the blingo all the way video, it kind of shows this a little bit too, like how I did this one. I know it's a Christmassy type of video, but it's still, like, it'll show you. All right, that brushed in pretty good. I'm happy with the way that brushed in. It brushed in really, really quickly. So that's always the goal for any rhinestone design. It cut out really good, not too stressful. So happy about that. All right, now I gotta be careful because I gotta get my. Uh-oh. I see a few that are overlapping that I need to move. Wait a minute, y'all. I just gotta rush these in. Believe it or not, we are very close to being done with this. Very, very close. So we only have two more parts. This part has three different parts. Hey Vicky, welcome in. I know the stones are sparkling. Those stones are from the baby's booty. A link in the description. Can somebody list Eve's link? I didn't list any other links except the class links. Remember, we will be having class tomorrow. We will be discussing, or we will be going over designs, and also we will be talking about the business side of rhinestoning. If you want to sell rhinestones, if you want to, and here I'm just getting some of the ones that are overlapping. If you want to make shirts and sell them, even if you want to uh, make digital files and sell digital files, y'all, there's a market for that. There's a huge market for that. And so we will be talking about all of those things tomorrow during the class. So there's still time to sign up for it if you are interested. All right, I may not have enough. This might not be enough, but we're going to see. We are going to see. Hey, person. All right, let's get ready. All right, I might have to lift you guys. You guys are going to have to stand up with me because you kind of was in my way. Sorry. An extra stone in the second M. Was that the one that I got already of designs? I think I saw it too late. Thank you, girl, for looking out. Oh no. I messed it up. All right. Whew. I'm trying to make sure that I get this on. I'm barely making it, but and I barely made it. Look, barely. Barely, 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 but guess what? We made it. Awesome, Jamie. I'm going to make sure there are no stones. That is a good technique, PJ's daughter. It really is. All right. Okay. So here we are. Let me put the all on, and I'm just gonna put it back on, and then we're gonna brush in the other part, and then we'll move on to the Keep God First template. So that one looks pretty good. All right, so let's move on to the other part, and it's on the back. And these are the only other two parts of the design that we have to worry about tonight. So remember, I'm going to give away the Keep Got First template. Do you guys want to brush in the Keep Got First template tonight too? Or no? You just, I mean, y'all let me know if y'all want to brush it in. We can. I'm off on Monday, so I can rest after the class tomorrow. So we're going to be using rose for the top. No, this is not a class for beginners. Right? So this is Rose. Look how pretty Rose is. So, so pretty. I love it. All right, so we're going to go in. All right, I'll bring you guys a little bit closer for now. And then we'll brush. I was playing chicken with that, huh? Girl. I like to live on the edge. All right, let's see. All right, these are brushing in all right. Rose is super pretty. Is it easy to create curved text templates? Yeah, it's pretty. It's fairly easy. Yeah. But what I would suggest is like doing that before even converting it into rhinestones is to kind of distort your words before. And then just go from there. All right. I think I might have needed a few more rhinestones on here just to help me brush it in better. Yep. Could have used some more. Might pour a little bit more over here just to make it a little bit easier. I'm still trying to master it. You're welcome. Thanks, Gail. All right, we can. If you guys, we can test it out before giving it away. We're gonna give the template away. So I know some of you already have it, but if you don't have it, or maybe you have it and you haven't cut it out yet. But I have tons of these. So if you want it, we'll be giving it away. My goal is to not have to place any in individually. All right, that brushed in pretty decently. Do you guys see any overlapping stones on your end? Because you guys usually spot them before I do. Thank you, Evie. I want to move it over just a little bit, not too much. Hey, Totally Tanya, welcome. I'm gonna do a rose tree of life. Oh, Jacqueline, that sounds so pretty. A rose tree of life. That'll be pretty. All right, so the bottom is going to be Rose AB. I thought that looked, I picked those colors because I felt like they were very motherly, at least for me. I like those types of colors. So those are the colors that I chose tonight. All right, let me get the other piece. I think I have. Should I think this one's gonna fit fine? I think. I hope. If not, yeah, this is gonna be good. I'm gonna bring you guys up just a little. Thanks, Chris. Evie, tomorrow remind me so that we can have a brief, quick meeting about our next embroidery situation. All right, so we're just gonna go down. That went pretty well. Hey, Jessica. Let me see. Oh, that's awesome, Michelle. Awesome. All right, y'all. So this one is done. All right, let me go ahead and move this. Yes. All right, so let me. Yep. I gotta start early. I gotta start early. Because I had some other, like I had another Mother's Day template that I had, and I was kind of looking at it, and it was actually like in the beginning of me like really learning rhinestones, and it's cute, it's okay, but I wanted something a little different. So that I'll be probably updating that one too. I just don't know if when I update the designs inside of Etsy, if you guys are able to, if like you already purchased them, if you'll automatically get it. That's what I haven't been able to tell that. Because some designs, like that XOXO design that I had, if you purchased that and I updated it. So if you didn't get the update, please let me know. I would totally send it to you. Because I thought that Etsy, you could just go back to your purchase, but maybe not. Some like other sites you can do that. But look at that, y'all. Look how pretty. This is the Rose AB. Hey, Anita and Emma, welcome. Eve, I heard that in Simba's voice. I don't know if you've ever seen The Lion King, but I totally heard that in Simba's voice. All right, so we're gonna put this. We're gonna brush in the rest of our stones. And so remember, it's only three. This is only a 3-layer design. So as you guys see, the first part was cut out, this was cut out, and this is cut out. They're separate, right? That's the only way that we'll be able to layer it the way that it should be layered. Now, when it's inside of Etsy, there's going to be two different designs. Well, the same design, but two different. It's set up different. So you'll have the outline that we just brushed in, and then you'll have the word "mom" as one cut file, or you'll be able to do the ombre mom. It's up to you what you're comfortable with. If you just want to do the outline, you could just do the outline too. You don't have to have the inside of this design filled in. You could have like two different shirts if you're going to sell it. You can have your shirt one with the outline, one price, and then one, with it and filled in for another price. If they want ombre, you may want to say, you know what, because I have to do extra steps for the ombre, then that's going to be $3 more or whatever. You know, that's up to you. But you'll have options. And for those of you who are my members, you know, I don't care what you do with the file as far as selling merchandise with it, but you just can't sell the file or share the file to anybody else. But other than that, I want you to use my files to make money. That's the goal. That is the goal. All right. So some of these are not. I have one that I'm trying to get turned over. Okay, finally it turned over. Finally. Do you like to sell? Can you use construction paper, anything like that? Thank you, EJ's daughter, for answering JC Productions' question. I appreciate that. Nancy Dempsey. Uh, okay. All right. So we're done with brushing these in. So we can get the heat press is already on, so we can go ahead and press that, and then we'll see how the Keep God First design is, and then we'll see if we're gonna make something with that. If you guys want to, gonna make a green feature for my granddaughter. Awesome! That's awesome, Lynn. Congratulations. Once you start designing, like it's initially it's kind of intimidating and it's a lot and it seems overwhelming because there's a lot of dots on a page. But as you learn how to do it, you'll learn techniques that will help you go a lot quicker with designing. This design here, y'all, I literally designed this in probably about 35 minutes, if that long. The longest part it wasn't even a part of me designing it in Rhinestone. It was designing the initial SVG for me to turn it into rhinestones. So if you get designs, you know, you kind of plan them out. You want them to look good, but you also don't want to be stressed out over them. No stress for rhinestones. Rhinestones supposed to make us happy. Okay, so I'm just brushing these out. If you guys see any extra stones, please let me know. This takes a lot of concentration. All right, we're done. Well, maybe. Alright, so I'm just gonna lightly run my hands across the template. Learned that from Evie. And see if I feel any extra stones. But other than that, it looks like we're pretty good, right? That looks decent. Let's see. Alright, y'all. Give me a minute. Let me brush these stones in, and then we are going to bring our shirt and get ready to bling it. If we do that, I'm gonna have to go and see which stones I want to get for the God. Oh, I still have more here for the Heat God First design. Which stones do I want to use? There are. I think I'm missing a dot right here. I hate that I didn't see that. I don't like to move dots. You guys can't see me trying to move this dot. Oh, I don't like to do it while like as it's oh, glad I saw that though. I'm just gonna put a dot in its place, a stone in its place, and then I'll take it out later. Okay, okay, okay. All right, y'all. So let's get ready to transfer. Oh, okay, we're good. So let's get ready to transfer this one, and hopefully I have a long piece of. Have to push them down. Nope, that's too short. Well, maybe not. Sheila, do you think I'm going to be able to do this? Do you think that I'm going to be able to manage this? I'm going to have to lift y'all up just a little bit. I don't know if I got it. Extra stones. Where? Extra stones. Where is it at? I might have got it already. Oh, I got it. Okay. Whew. Y'all. And the bad thing is that when it's this short, like your fingers don't really have any place to really escape. So you're bound to mess something up. Okay. Okay, yeah, we barely did it, but we did it. I had a few that kind of jumped ship a little bit, but we did it. Exactly. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. Uh-oh. I'm trying to. Okay. So you gotta be careful, y'all. The other day I was doing some. I was making some shirts, and I wasn't paying attention, doing whatever. Cut out a huge piece of KTM mask, and y'all know what happened. When I was pulling up the stones, those rhinestones were popping off of that KTM mask from left to right. And it's because it wasn't, it was an older piece of KTM mask, but they were just popping off. And that was because that KTM mask on this cutting mat is not great. So you want to just have like a, a good piece. You don't want to overdo it with the KTM mask. All right, so we're gonna get ready to press our shirts. Where is it? Well, I know I had the shirt. Oh, here it is. So, and then I will worry about taking the rest of those dots out in a second. Let me add the heat press. If you guys can see it. All right. Yeah, let's look at the heat press. Why not? Okay, you guys over here. All right. You'll see how much bling I use. I have empty Baby's Beauty containers all over the place because I just use up so many rhinestones. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna take our little brush our shirt off, and we're just gonna give it a pre-press. Oh, that pressure is a lot of pressure. That's too much pressure. What was I thinking with that pressure? What was I doing? Oh, I was doing some shoelaces. I'm doing some shoelaces. All right. So I was doing some shoelaces and that was not good. All right, y'all. So let's go. Okay. Let me bring us back over here to the table. All right. So now we are going to place the first part of the design. So you have to do it in layers. Now, if you're brave enough to use parchment paper and piece it together that way, you can totally do that. But I do it, but I don't like to really show it because I don't want you to mess it up because then you'll end up having to start all over. And trust me, you don't want to do that if you don't align it correctly. So I don't like brushing stones off, and so I'm pretty sure not many of you like scraping stones off either. So we're just gonna put this one over there. Again, this color was Labrador. All right, that's pretty good placement. I'm gonna move it down just a little bit. And I'm just gonna make sure. The word that you have to center is the word, not center, but make sure that it's straight, is the word mom. Bess is already a little slanted and the words are a little funky, but if you make sure that mom is correct, then you're going to be good to go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and press that. Hey, Breezy. Hey, Sharon. All right, let's see. All right, we're going to head back over. We don't need to head back over to the heat press. You guys will see me in a small screen on the heat press. Right. So I'm going to press this. I don't have enough pressure on there. It doesn't feel like enough pressure to me, but it's okay. Still have quite a few that I need to get off of here. I'm gonna just take these off. So these are, but see that line that it cut straight through? That's that same sheet that I had. Let's just check the pressure. All right, so let's see how this is going to look. Let's see. Oh, that looks gorgeous. All right, so let's go ahead and put in the top of the word. That looks really, look how that Labrador is shining, y'all. It's shining. So this design is one of my easier designs. Like if you want to get into like layering and doing different colors in the ombre, because it's, you have the outline and then you have just the insides that you have to put in. And so we're just going to line that up. Everything should fit good. Now, sometimes the rhinestones won't shrink, but it may feel like your shirt has shrank a little bit. And if you just stretch your shirt out a little bit, everything usually will just fall into place. Okay, so if you ever get to a point where you're like, well, this doesn't look like it's gonna fit, give your shirt a little pull, like a little tug, and that will get everything right for you. All right, so that's our first layer. And you want to make sure nothing is overlapping. So I just kind of like go in a little bit closer just to make sure that nothing is overlapping. Everything is aligned the way that it should be in the E. There is a missing stone. Where is it? Let me see this. Oh, Sheila Cushionberry. I left a dot. All right, so I left the dot inside of the template, and so a dot should have brushed out right there. So I'm gonna go ahead. You guys will see now what I usually do when this type of situation happens. I'm just gonna get another Labrador stone. Thank you, Sheila Cushionberry. I'm gonna get another Labrador stone and just place it right there and put that mask back. So all we have to do, I'm gonna flip this over, go here, and I'm gonna be real cool and calm and collected with it. I'll push it down right there. And then I'm just gonna take the transfer mask and cover it. And then that will fix it. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to press this second layer. So this takes 3 presses, y'all. 3 separate presses. And so let's press it down. And so you can let this go the full amount of time. I usually kind of stop it early on, but I'm talking to y'all, and it doesn't hurt to let it press the entire time. It really doesn't. It doesn't. I'm just moving some flock dots that's on my table. We're done with that. And so now we're going to get ready to remove the transfer mask or the backing, and that looks really pretty. And so all I'm going to do now is just replace the transfer mask back onto the backing so that I can use it again. I can use this a few more times. All right, so now we have one more press, and so that's 3 total presses that we have. And we are going to place the bottom of the design now. The only thing is I think part of my I'm gonna test it out. I do want to test it out, so hopefully you guys. So as you guys see, I'm just getting ready to line this up, and it falls right into place. Right, so I have it kind of slanted up, so that is going to bring it back down. And all is well. Except this side looks like it's a little bit over too much. But it's okay. It is over a little bit too much, but it's okay. As long as it doesn't touch. As long as it's not overlapping, we are good to go. And so we're gonna get ready to press this. Just the katana pickup. No, totally tiny. It's pretty much all the same. They are pretty much all the same. All right, so I'm gonna let that go the entire time. Then we are going to, we're gonna brush these in so that I can make sure that because since we're going to give it away, I do want to make sure that it brushes in correctly, and that part of it, you see how it's so far at the bottom there? I want to make sure that I didn't cut any of it off when I was cutting. So if I did, I just have to cut that part out again. All right, so that is it for this one. Thank you, Michelle. All right, so we're gonna remove that, and that one is all done. And then we're gonna get ready to brush in the Keep God First template. But this is what we have. We used Labrador, and we also used Labrador roses at the top, and then we have Rose AB at the bottom. But look how pretty. So everything brushed in fine. This design is going to be in two sizes. One design is almost 11 inches wide. It's about 10.9 inches wide. And then the other is like 9.7 inches wide, which is going to be a little bit smaller for if you have like a small shirt or extra small shirt that you want to use. But look how pretty those colors are blinging. Thanks, y'all. Right, so I'm going to show you guys from the front how it looks, and then I need to do that. Oh, I meant to remove it from the stream. So this is how this one looks. I'm not gonna play with the camera today and turn it off and turn the other one on, because y'all know last time that happened, it was a hot mess. But this turned out pretty good. I actually love how it came out with the Labrador. And the Rose and the Rose AB, they really blend in with each other. I don't know if you guys see, like it just looks like all Rose AB, honestly, in the middle. But then when you turn, like if I kind of like give it like a little, you can see that top part. And then this is how it kind of looks a little bit close. Well, you can't even see the colors all that great close up. My alignment could have been better, but it's pretty sparkly. Very icy. Love it. All right, so that's this one. This will be in my shop probably by tomorrow. Um, I'm thinking of maybe making another size, like a larger, like I have a 9.7, 10.9, and then I have then I'm thinking of making another size just in case somebody, you may want it a little bit larger. I know I like overly large bling designs on my shirts. So maybe you're like me, or you may have like a 2X or 3X shirt that you want to put it on and you want it to bling nicely. So, all right, so this part looks done. We're just going to practice. Thanks, y'all. We're going to brush this in for whoever wins this, because I don't know. I think I kind of, let me show y'all. Let me add it. I think I kind of, I don't know what I did right there, y'all. It doesn't look right. It looks too far up. I don't know why it cut so far up. I don't know how where it started reading the dots or whatever, but that's, so I'm hoping that, let's see, maybe I could kind of see from here if I could. It doesn't really look like I can I? Where is it at? All Maybe this goes right here. Okay, maybe. Nope, it doesn't look like it, y'all. I think I messed up. Maybe not. Maybe I did. I'm trying to see. No. Let's brush it in. That's the only way that we'll be able to tell. If we brush it in, then we'll be able to see. Can you cut the clock down some? Yeah, you can. I can cut that off. Yeah, I could. All right, so I do have some more dots here that I need to pick out. So I do want to show you guys like this design, the holes in like where the word God is, there's not a lot of space in between those holes. So I don't recommend cutting this with cardstock or glitter cardstock because it's so close together. The flock is a little bit tougher of a material than like the paper based materials. So it can kind of withstand the blade in that area. Are those birds outside? No, I don't think so. Shouldn't be. All right, let's see. No, those are just the word. Oh, I pulled it, picked it out. All right, so I'm gonna turn it over. I got a few more that I need to do. But when you're doing it, you just gotta be careful because the holes are super duper close. All right, I think I got all of the holes out. All right, so this is the front part of the design, and then I will show y'all just how close. Yeah, you gotta be careful. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but those holes are super duper close. If you have this design and you cut it, you know that those holes are really, really close to each other. You know I can't see good. Share question Mary. I think I might have got it. I think I got it. This is for an SS10 design, but I do have SS6. Let me get some other colors that we could use. Y'all want to use the ocean blue mix? Maybe we'll use. All right, y'all. We about to live a little. We're gonna use Orm Dorado, Blue Flame, and Sapphire. We are going to live a little bit. We are going to see how this. I love the ocean blue mix too, but I got to use it for a special occasion. Not sure the occasion, but it just has to be special. So tonight we're just testing it out. Let's see. Let's see if this cut out good, y'all. Because I don't know. When I just pieced it together, the top of the word, or was that the bottom of the word? I don't know. That's the top. The bottom. This has me a little bit worried the way that it cut so far up. Like I'm thinking that maybe something is missing. So I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna brush it in together. So I guess we had no choice but to brush it in together. So we're going to use Orm Dorado, and look at that Orm Dorado. So gorgeous. So I just wanna brush a little bit in, and let's see how. I'll bring you guys closer so you guys can see a little bit better. And usually this brushes in just fine for me. So let's hope it does the same tonight. And this is the design that we cut tonight. Wow. It is a very, very tight design. There's a lot of stones in this design. Let's see. This color, I love this color though. This is one of my favorite colors. All the metallic stones, I love the metallic stones. I'm just trying to find a way like to use the rose gold a little bit more. Like tonight, I was thinking of using instead of the Labrador around the word mom, I was going to use the rose gold around the word mom, and along with the rose AB and the rose color stones. But I just got a little, I chickened out because I was like, I don't know if that's gonna, really do it for me. But eventually, I'll probably try that color combination with the rose gold and the rose AB. It's just they're different shades. Like it goes from like a rose gold to like a copper, which could probably work with the rose and the rose AB. I don't know. I'll have to try it out. What y'all think? Let's see. All right. Okay, this is going pretty quickly, y'all. It's going pretty quickly. Let's see. Y'all, Maryland's camping. Oh, Miss Old Maryland. Well, not old, because y'all know she don't say I was calling her old, but All right, this brush did pretty good. Now let's wait to see that other side. I'm a little nervous about the other side though. It looks fine and then it doesn't look fine. All at the same time. Aquamarine. Oh, that would be beautiful. The aquamarine and the aquamarine AB. Yes, definitely. That's perfect together. To shape the aquamarine AB. What type of like outline color would be good with that? You can even use a sapphire around that. Like it's a different shade of blue, but I think that it would really, really bring out the aquamarine and the aquamarine AB. And of course, jonquil goes with everything. All right, we're all done with that. Look at that Dorado blinging and shining bright. Let's see. Uh-oh. There goes that one that I got over there. You guys probably have seen it. Hey, Avesta. That's Avesta. All right. All right. Oh, we didn't do good, y'all. Look what you guys can't tell, but I forgot. I forgot two holes right here. Uh-oh. All right. So I'm just gonna manually place the stones here. Y'all, we're going to have more baby stuff to make. One of my cousins will be having a baby later this year, so we're gonna have in a few months. We are going to start making some baby stuff. I'm so excited. If you guys remember my other cousin who had a baby last year, and we were making all that stuff. We embroidered the robe and some onesies, and we even put some DTF on some stuff. That little baby's already going to be 10 months old, or he's already 10 months old. I don't know if y'all remember that, but we had a lot of baby stuff to make during that time. We made the wood round with the glue forge. We did a lot of things. We made hanger, closet organizers. So I'm ready to make some more stuff. Extra one more. The G. Yep. Marsha. Yes. Thank you. And, all right, let me put this back on here. Perfect. Now it's all good. Uh-oh. Y'all gotta stand up. I'm about to live a little again. Uh-oh. Let me move this one out of the way. Where is uh-oh, I think I put it over here. Did. Hopefully this is going to be enough. I think this design might. No, the Keep God First may be a little bit bigger. This is bigger. It's definitely bigger than a little bit bigger than the mom one, but it's okay. It's not gonna fit, but I'll show you what we're gonna do. We just pushed all that in. I should have left some here at the bottom. Oh, here, my scissors right here. Alright, so we are just going to take a little piece of this and I'm just going to put that on top of here. That little piece at the bottom should be fine, but you just never know. Luckily, I have used the transfer tape enough to where they can go in the garbage now. Right, that's how I'm going to make that work. And now I'm going to just get ready and bring this up. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to put this right here. Uh-oh, y'all were missing. Instead of missing stone and the E or the K. Oh, right up there? No, I think that's how it is. I think, hold on, let me check. Yeah, no. That's how it is. Surprisingly, I have an awful lot of space in the word keep, but it's all good. That's basically a keep. All right, so let's get ready to do the next part. And so we are going to start out with aquamarine. Y'all, I'm second guessing, not aquamarine, we're going to start out with sapphire. I'm second guessing my color choice right now, but we're going to go with it. We're going to brush those in. All right, let me move this over here. And then I'm actually going to end up pressing a shirt. So maybe we'll do a giveaway for the shirt and then do a giveaway for the template. think I could keep it. I only have. I think I only have one keep God for sure. I think I've given them all away. But my kids are sitting there too. Sapphire is really pretty. It's a really pretty shade of blue. Purple. That's Evie's color too. Purple. And baby bummies. Who said baby bummies? Are we making baby? Oh yeah. For my little yes. With the surgery. Remember we yes. I like that idea. It's her first baby, and it's actually going to be one of my first, well, no, on my mom's side, one of my first cousins outside of me to have a baby. My grandma only has one great grandchild, and that's Taylor. And so we're all excited because Taylor, just this Christmas, we were like, we don't have any babies. And guess what? That will not be a problem for Christmas 2023. Will it? All right. Let's see how this is going. All right. It's brushing in fairly decent. I still think the SS6 just brushed in so much easier than the SS10. Do you guys agree? Anybody who uses the SS6, do you guys agree that the SS6 brush in way easier than the SS10? Let me know what you think. Are you saying yeah for that? Good night, Michelle. Thank you for hanging with us tonight. Have a great day tomorrow. All right, I think. Right, so that one, that's done. Yes, Miss Sonia. Miss Sonia says yes, they do. They so much quicker. It's like you pour them on, and you literally just take your brush and just kind of lightly like brush over, and they fall right into place. Juana, they are gorgeous. They are. So I'm interested to see how they look with the blue flame. The blue flame, even though it's blue, it says the color is called blue flame. It's like it it has like different shades to it. I don't know if the blue flame has like it's one of the stones that have the most colors in it. Like there's blue, there's purple, there's red, there's yellow, there's orange. There's like so many, like it's like a flame. That's exactly what it looks like, a flame. So I want to see how this looks. Maybe it'll be like sapphire at the top, and then it'll look like there's flame at the bottom of the word God. Maybe. Hey, sis Marcel. You got that right, Nicole. SS6 is blingier. Blingier. It is. I tell y'all. The bling never disappoints. Never ever. All right, let me. What did I do with my other rubber bands? So you always want to make sure you have your rubber bands and you don't misplace them. Like I just misplaced my rubber band because you just don't want that. All right, so that's gonna fit right there. We're gonna bring this up. Yep. It is. It's way more detailed. It just follows the path way more beautifully than the SS10. And the SS10 is a small stone, but compared to the SS6, it just looks a lot chunkier. But it's not a big stone. Oh, did I have one overlapping right here? I think I have one overlapping. I didn't see. I did. So I'm just gonna move it out of the way. I had an overlapping stone right there. So I moved it out of the way, and then I just I'm gonna push that one in. So that worked out fine. All right, got one more part to brush in, and hopefully when we get ready to align it, we won't have a situation. I'm hoping. Because it kind of looks like we might. I don't know what I did wrong, but we'll figure it out together. Goes that way. All right, so we're gonna put that there. Oh, Pooh Campbell, don't be terrified. You got this. All right, this is the blue flame. Let me show. Oh, I didn't even show y'all the sapphire up close and personal, did I? Nobody reminded me. Y'all know I like to show and tell. So this is the sapphire. Look how pretty the sapphire is. It is a beautiful shade of blue. Gorgeous. Oh, thanks, Sis Marcel. I appreciate that. Well, you know, I will make good use of it. I will make good use of it. Thank you. All right, let's look at the. Okay, so this is the blue flame. I want you guys to see what I mean when I say like there's so many different colors in it. So do you guys see all the colors in there? Yellow. You see the yellow? I see the orange. I see red. I see purple. I see blue. Like there's so many different colors in the blue flame. So I was a little worried with using the sapphire with it, but y'all see the purple. It's like different shades of purple. So many different colors in there. So we're going to see how it's going to look with the sapphire. But you guys do know, like with these types of colors, it depends on the angle. Very similar to the AB stones. Very, very similar to the AB stones. It really depends on the angle and how the sun hits it. See, as I brush it in here, where I'm looking, there's not much light right here in this area. So all the stones kind of look purple. They all kind of look purple. Do you guys see that drastic change in how it looked in the container as opposed to how it's looking right now with us looking at it? Because you guys see the view that I see. So all those colors that we initially saw, we don't really see them right now. But we're going to I'm just going to like brush them off as I move over. But this looks like a completely different stone than what I just showed y'all. Good night, Sharon. We had the flames going. Let's see. All right, y'all. All right. We are. Oh, we just need. Oh, y'all, I'm so scared to see just how wrong this went. I'm really scared to see, but we'll see when we match it up and we align it. I'm gonna be like, girl, we don't want that. Now the colors on this side, they're looking a lot more yellow tone. That's the beauty with these types of stones. Like you can totally like people who wear sneakers, you can totally wear like pick out shoes and based off of the shoe color, you can match those up with these stones perfectly too. I don't wear sneakers, but I know quite a few people who do, both women and men. And these stones, you could do so much with the designs and matching. All right, this is the last part of this design. So we're gonna see. We're going to let me get a shirt. I think I'm gonna get a large shirt. That's probably a common size for me to give away. Uh oh, there's an extra one. Now I need to check to make sure first that there's no floating stones around. All right, there's not. Uh oh. I'm getting anxious. I just knocked some of my stones on the floor. Alright, okay, all done. Okay, it's not 10:30 yet. Not bad. Not bad timing. I have enough time to go and rest. Okay. Do you have to be a paid member to get the design because I didn't see? Yes, Lakeisha Monique, you do, but I will be putting this into my Etsy shop. Well, not this one, the one for mom. I'll be putting that into my Etsy shop probably maybe a little bit later tonight or in the morning. Depends. But it should be up by tomorrow. Extra stone. I got that one. I think that's the one I got, y'all. I think so. All right, so we look pretty decent. Let's go ahead. Let's get our tape. And now, what do I do with that other tape? Okay, we're gonna see if this is gonna fit. Where's Sheila? Sheila, where is this gonna fit? Let's see. Let's see, girl. Let's see. All right, that looks. I don't think I've used this one before. Let me go ahead and put this on our pants real quick. All right. All right, y'all. Whew. Let's see. It's getting late. Being tired. And I don't know if this is gonna fit good, but let's hope. Pray for me. It fit. It fit. It fit. It fit. So. Okay. And then I'll show you guys the shirts that I've made. The mom design looks pretty good, so I'll be able to put it in there. There's going to be two sizes available. I'm thinking if I should do a larger size too. So there's a 11. Uh-oh, I hope I didn't knock one off. I might have, but it's okay. There's going to be almost an 11-inch, which I'm thinking of making like an 11.5-inch wide one. There's a 9 and 3/4 inch, and then the 10.9. I gotta try. So I think I'm gonna do a large shirt, y'all. And I think I'm doing a large shirt just in case I want to keep the shirt myself. That's what I'm doing. A large shirt. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to lip roll and pre-press, okay? Lip roll, pre-press. I don't know. It doesn't look that great to pre-press, but only a few seconds. All right. Let's get ready, y'all. Let's get ready to press this shirt. That's blue flame. The bottom of the word God is blue flame. What? So let's hope this is going to come out good. Remember, I had to piece it together because that little piece of KT mask was a little bit too short. All right. And since Marcel is here, if you guys did not know that I actually made this design for Sis Marcel, One Virtuous Woman, and this is actually my best selling digital file. So she wanted a design. She asked me to make her a shirt that said this. And I actually thought it was a very basic design when I made it. I didn't really think that it was. I still don't think it's actually one of my easier designs to make, truthfully. It's just like the mom design. I made it really, really, I can make it really, really quick. So, right, I'm gonna move it here. Use some correct measuring tools because you don't really want to keep lifting up the design. Um, I don't have my shirt straight. All right, so we're good. We're going with this. So whoever gets this, guess what? This is what you're gonna get. Just like this. Let's go ahead and press it. Uh-oh, my brush dropped. It's okay. All right, let's press. I'm gonna let that go for the whole amount of time. Hey, Penny. Thank you. Hey, Shani Nicole. What's this one? That's true. You just never know. That's true. Oh, Sam said, "Don't press it." Oh, what did I do wrong? What's in the wrong? You already pressed, Sam. What did I mess up? What did you see that I didn't see? Today I'm using a fancier studio heat press. Uh-oh. Yeah, I did say that I was gonna throw this away, didn't I? Don't tell AJ because AJ is gonna judge me. So I'm just gonna keep it here. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna throw it away. I just can't. I could probably use it again. Right, so uh, cardstock to do a template. You also use a Cricut adhesive to take it up, or what you recommend. Thank you. The only thing I recommend to cut rhinestone flock or rhinestone templates out is rhinestone flock. That's the only thing that I'm going to recommend to do it, because I find that when we recommend like other things, like you can do a glitter cardstock. Check out Marilyn; she does an excellent job, but it has not worked for me that well. Um, but I find that when we recommend other items that you typically wouldn't use it for, like when it goes wrong, it can go right for us. But when it goes wrong for some people, like we are then blamed for it not going wrong. So I'm only going to recommend using rhinestone flock and hot fix rhinestone transfer tape. And I use the Rocket Flock from Heat Transfer Warehouse, and I also use their KTM transfer mask. It works beautifully for me. So that's what I would recommend. All right, with that sapphire, y'all, this sapphire on this I use this. I think I used. No, maybe I didn't use blue flame, but I know I used the sapphire with the orum dorado. It is beautiful, beautiful. So penny, I use either Gildan or Bella Canvas. Either one, whichever one I pick up first, that's usually what I use. Usually for my shirts, so I do prefer Bella Canvas. So if it's something that I'm gonna probably do, like it's gonna be Bella Canvas. All right. So look what we have here. That blue is so pretty, even on this black. Y'all look. Oh, that blue is so pretty. And I like what I do with the backing. So the thing with my designs is that there's a lot of stones because I use very little space. That's why the holes are like it's not much space in between each hole. So it is very important that your blade is clean, that you use the correct material because this doesn't really work all that great with cardstock just because how close those holes are. All right. So if you are nervous about like these holes, or if you're nervous about that, I wouldn't recommend getting any of my templates because most of my templates, um, minus a few, use a lot of stones. But that blue is gorgeous. Oh, we've been out here for a long time. I did not even realize that. All right, y'all. So let's see if this cut out. All right. I might have been worried for no reason. I was worried for no reason. So we can give it away. I just gotta straighten it up. Just make sure when you're pressing your stones, nothing is overlapping. There's one thing that I see now that I don't really like. So now with my design, when I do these types of designs, I don't have like anything inside of the letters, but I guess okay. I haven't cut and used this in a long time. I probably wouldn't have had that part in the inside of the word F, and I might have removed the stones around the T to make it more noticeable. So it's okay. All right, let's see. I'm starting to think now, y'all, that I would have preferred to put the blue flame at the top and the sapphire at the bottom. But let's see what it's going to look like. That's what I think I would have preferred to do. That's what I think. But that is our last cut. So we're going to give that away because the template is, it's either going to be the template or the shirt that we're going to give away. Hey, D. Smith, no worries. Thank you, Lashonda. Gail, me too. I'm nervous about everything. Thanks, little angel. Let's see. All right. Ooh. This live stream ate up my battery on the iPad, y'all. All right. So let's see. We are going to see how this is going to look. Okay. I like it. I like the colors. I do. But I think I would have preferred to switch them around. I think if they were, oh, look at that blue flame though, y'all. Look how that blue flame looks. Imagine these rhinestones. Imagine not having a filter right now for these stones. That's insane. Look how it's just shining. Okay, so the blue flame, let me just tell y'all, the blue flame does not need another stone to pair with it. The blue flame can hold its own without any extra help. The same thing goes for the sapphire. The sapphire stone is a color that is just so vibrant that you don't really have to even have anything else with it. It's going to make a statement on its own. But look at the blue flame. So this is what we mean. You see how that blue flame changes it? It changes colors. This is the one stone. Like I think it goes from like yellow. Look at that. And then all of a sudden now it's like blue and purple. Very, very pretty. All right, I'm going to show you guys at the front, and then we're going to give this away, and then y'all are going to be done with me for the night. All right, let me remove that too. We are all done. Whew. Y'all look at the look. Okay, maybe I do like it. maybe maybe I do like it. And this isn't even the Mac camera that's doing this. This is the Canon. And y'all, if you guys have been here for a while, like the past few weeks, I've been having camera problems, and the MacBook camera has been pretty amazing to me. But we're not even using the MacBook camera now. Y'all, look how this is. What in the? That is gorgeous. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad I made this in my size because I just might want to keep the shirt, but I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to give it away because that's what I said. But look how pretty this is, y'all. And then when you get it here, and the funny thing is that these are not companion stones, but at this angle, those colors just blend in perfectly. Look at that D. It doesn't even look like these are two completely different stones. They kind of look the same. But then when you turn it, you start to see those other colors, like depending on how that light hits it. Gorgeous. No, wait. Yo, did y'all see this shirt? I love this shirt. All right, so the colors that we used Orm Dorado for the outline. We used sapphire for the top of the word, for the top of God, the first half of God, and the bottom half we used blue flame. But y'all see how that blue flame picks up the sapphire? It's pretty, so pretty. Okay, so we're gonna be giving this shirt away. And then if you get the shirt with the flock dot on it, just know flock dots are everywhere. Okay, because you may get one with it on. Let me show you the shirt that we made earlier. So the shirt that we made earlier today, we made this Best Mom Ever shirt, kind of similar. I kind of went off of the design that we have for Keep God First for this shirt, and pretty much the same. Use the same exact font for Best and Ever, and the same font for Mom that we used in the Keep God First. But this one, I love this one too. I think this is beautiful also. And so this one we use Labrador. Labrador, Orem Dorado, and Jonquil have to be my favorite outline stones. And when I mean outline, it's the stone that kind of goes on the outline of whatever shape or word you have. And we used Labrador for that. We also used Rose for the top part of the word mom, and we used Rose AB for the bottom of the word mom. But it came out really, really good. So we are going to give away. We're not giving away this shirt. We're not giving away this shirt. I might actually give it to my mom. We're not giving this one away, but we are going to give away the Keep God First shirt, and we're going to give away the template. So let me open up the StreamYard giveaway tool, and we're going to get that done, and then I'm going to get some rest tonight. So let me, thank you. Let's see. So also, if you guys are interested in any of the stones, any of the colors that we use tonight, any other colors, I don't have all of my stones out to show the different colors, but just know that there is a buy now going on because you will have to wait another week before the buy-in. happens. So if you want to buy a stone now, and Eve stones get out really quickly. So you do have the option of a buy now. If you want the SS10 size, the buy now size is 20 gross. If you want the SS6 size, the size is 50 gross. Okay, so they will come in a container like this. SS10, you get 20 gross. SS6, you get 50 gross. All right, so if you want stones now, you don't have to wait. If she has the color in stock, you can get those in a matter of days. All right, so let's go ahead and let's open up the giveaway tool. Give me a few seconds, y'all. I just gotta open up another another screen, and then I'm out of here. Missed y'all last night. I had a good time, but I did miss y'all. So let me go to the giveaway tool. We are going to hit. All right, I'm going to share my screen. So the first thing that we're going to do is shirt, or let's just say bling. All right. No. I don't want to say bling because we've been saying bling. Let's say shirt. All right. So let me share the screen. Present. Share screen. Window. Chrome tab. Giveaway tool. All right. So now we're inside of the giveaway tool, and I'm just going to select. So the word, no hashtag. It's just going to say shirt. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to be giving away is this shirt. It is a large. It's a Gildan 100% cotton shirt. And it says, as you guys saw, it says keep God first. All right. So let's go into start collecting comments. And right now we have, I'm going to come back over to you guys. Okay, so it's tallying up the comments. And so once you win, just send me an email to patrice@craftableThings.com. And so I am going to try to figure out that rhinestone. There are easier places where you can get rhinestone fonts from. Okay, the Rhinestone World sells rhinestone fonts. You can totally get, good rhinestone fonts there that you may have a little more instruction, because what we saw on Creative Fabrica tonight really wasn't all that easy to figure out unless you're inside of Adobe Illustrator. Like that was easy. Like if you're using a design software like that, probably in Silhouette Studio. I didn't try it, but I will try it out tonight, before I go to sleep, and then next time we'll revisit that and talk about it if I don't do like a quick little video on it. But it did cut out the right way. You guys saw we got those stones brushed in, so that did work pretty well. All right, y'all, so let's get ready to draw. All right, so we have 62 entries. We are going to get ready to draw. My email address is here at the bottom. So make sure to send me an email with your name and address, and I will get this shirt out to you. Let's go draw. Let's see who runs. Let me get my baby's booty bell. Let's see. Miss Leela Nelson, congratulations. Congratulations, Miss Leela. All right, so just send me your information and I will get this out to you ASAP. All right, so congratulations. And let's get ready for the next giveaway. The next giveaway, let me just do a quick refresh because we always have an issue. Let me see. All right, so I'm on Streamer giveaway page again. So the next thing that we're gonna do, I don't know. So I'm trying to think of a word to use. I don't know. What if we use? Let's just say template. Look at you, Sandra. Miss Sandra. Yes, that's gonna be the word, y'all. It's gonna be template. So what you're gonna win this time is that template. So we made the shirt tonight, but you will be able to make your own. Keep God first. Oh, did I share it? Share screen. Nope, I didn't share it. You'll be able to make your own Keep God First shirts. You can make how many ever you want, and you will get this template. Now, Janita, I was gonna go ahead and clean this up a little bit, but I don't think I'm gonna clean it up. Like as far as like cutting the extra flock off of here, it's just gonna stay there. Sorry. Yeah. But this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get this Keep God First template. All right. So leave in the word template. And this is for SS10 stones, y'all. It's an SS10 design. So it's templates. And before I get off, because I'm probably going to literally run off of here, remember that tomorrow is, we're having a Rhinestone class tomorrow. It's an intermediate to advanced class. And we are going to be designing in Silhouette Studio the business edition. Um, we're going to be going over a lot of different things. It does take a little bit of time. And we will also be going over the business side of Rhinestone, selling Rhinestone, selling Bling shirts, making Bling designs and selling those. What does that look like? And just different things like that in there to answer your question. Eve does an excellent job with that. All right, so let's get ready. I'm going to give you guys a few more seconds and then we are going to click draw. And then just know the best mom ever will be listed in the Etsy shop. I have a few more mom designs and little bunny designs and things like that for the season. And St. Patrick's designs. I have a few things going on. So hopefully I'll be able to get those out really soon. Do y'all like when we come on and test the designs out first, or y'all just like, Patrice, just test that design out on your own and just do whatever you're gonna do? Let me know if y'all what y'all think. All right, so let's get ready to draw. We're gonna get ready to draw. I've talked as much as I can talk. 65 entries. Let's click draw. Let's see who wins. Congratulations, Scale Moore. Congratulations. So send me an email with your name, address, um, yeah, name and address, and your name here so that I'll know who you are. And I will get this out to you soon. But congratulations to everyone. I'm gonna stop the screen share. So I think I said, okay, so Miss Sonia said she likes to test me first. And test it. Okay, perfect. Then Shonda, Sharon, Miss Sonia, we will keep doing the test, testing them out first before we list it so that you guys can see how it goes. But that's it, y'all. I love coming on and hanging out with y'all and blinging with y'all. It's a great way to spend my Saturday night. If not, I would have been watching something on Netflix, and this is way, way, way better. So, yeah. So, thank you. But I'm gonna go get some rest because tomorrow we have our Bling Up class, and um, if you want to join it, a link is listed below in the description. It really is a pretty long class, and we do try to be as extensive and thorough as possible for designing. I know I had a few questions about the ombre method, we will be going over how I do like designs like this, how I do designs like this, how I do other designs, and different techniques that you can use when you're designing your own template. But that is all. But I love y'all, and I think I'll see you guys on Tuesday. I should be fine on Tuesday to hang out with y'all. I think. Hopefully. If not, I will have a video out on Tuesday. But I love y'all. Have an amazing rest of your weekend. I will be off on Monday. If Marilyn wants to bling on Monday, y'all know that I'm going to be ready to bling. So y'all might see me again over at Maryland's or Eve's, whoever wants to bling. But I love y'all. Have an amazing rest of your weekend. Until next time, y'all.